Have you ever wanted a job at LucasFilm? Looks like right now might be an opportune time. Here we go. In this short video today, we're going to talk very quickly about the fact that there are a lot of jobs in Hollywood. Well, especially in some of these bigger companies, including Lucasfilm. Right now, if we take a look at some of the listings in Glassdoor, you'll see about 64 job openings. That's a lot. Why would they have 64 job openings? And why would many of them have been out there in the marketplace for over 30 days? Well, let's take a quick look. First of all, you could be an HR specialist on a project. Of course, you'd be based in San Francisco, making somewhere between $59,000 and $108,000 per year. Now, in San Francisco, California proper, that might get you a studio apartment and maybe an opportunity to go by your local Starbucks twice a week in addition to groceries. You may have difficulty getting place to place there, and as we all know, San Francisco has some other issues there that Mayor London Breed is finally waking up to. But hey, this isn't political. This is a job opportunity, so here we go. They also have availability for a production assistant on Stagecraft in Los Angeles, California. Stagecraft being essentially the projected image studios that integrate with the Unreal Engine to allow actors to act against actual backgrounds rather than around a green screen. You've seen that technology used a lot. Especially at Lucasfilm with productions like Book of Boba Fett and many, many more. Well, and even some of the Marvel stuff as well. You also have an executive assistant in Burbank. That'd be a pretty good job, except it only pays $45,000 to $86,000. Notice the pay on these jobs is not really quite enough to make it by yourself. You get back to Lucasfilm in San Francisco. You could work at Industrial Light and Magic's X Lab as a junior real-time VFX artist in San Francisco. Well, that again would feature into the Stagecraft side of things, but they're offering $54,000 to $130,000 per year. Again, just a little bit more money. Maybe you could get a Starbucks every single day if you got to that $130,000 in San Francisco. But that job's been on the market for 30 plus days, and believe me, there are a lot of these jobs that are on the market for much longer than that, and a few that happened just within the last few days. Project Coordinator, Technology San Francisco, $57,000 to $113,000. Technical Assistant level San Francisco, $57,000 to $133,000. Again, both of those are 30 plus days on the market, the job market. You have Technology Project Manager that's been on the market for, well, this is a couple days old now, so maybe 10 days at this point, at $86,000 to $176,000. Now we're getting closer to being able to, maybe get a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment and get a couple of Starbucks a week in that range to be a technology project manager. Lucasfilm contract administrator casting. Ooh, sounds like an assistant casting agent of some sort, possibly. It's kind of a vague position. 30 plus days for this one, $52,000 to $113,000. Again, now you're back down to probably a studio apartment. And again, maybe a 1-bedroom, depending upon how much you're willing to drive. And that's the other problem with all of this. Transportation. Getting around San Francisco can be a real pain and very expensive, especially if you have your own wheels and you have a place to park your car. You have an increased cost when it comes to insurance being in San Francisco. There are certain zip codes that insurance companies will increase your rates dramatically for. There's a lot of real financial struggles if you want to work at one of these companies. And while you may have the prestigious name of Lucasfilm next to your name and maybe on a future resume, you're going to struggle. Anyway, we'll keep going. A few of these other jobs out there. Let's see. Compensation analyst. Here we go. San Francisco, $68,000 to $127,000. That's been on the market now for a while. You have technical assistant level 2. San Francisco, 52 to 121K. Again, maybe you get to a 2-bedroom apartment, depending upon where you want to live. That's been up there for 30 days. As you can see, I'm not exaggerating. A lot of these gigs have been out there for 30 plus days. People have been abandoning California, especially San Francisco, for a while. And by abandoning, I mean fleeing. In another story, this is actually from the National Review. Let's read here, talking about the great flee of California. Or abandoning? I don't know. You use your own terminology. But it says here, U-Haul literally ran out of trucks leaving California. Story published January 14th of this year. By the way, this isn't a new problem. This phenomenon's been existing for a couple years now. But U-Haul put out its annual review of interstate moves in 2021, according to this article. And Texas and Florida were the big inbound winners. Texas and Florida. See a pattern in there? No state netted more U-Haul customers during the last year than Texas. The Lone Star State earned bragging rights as the leading growth state of 2021 narrowly, besting Florida for top honors, according to transactional data. And let's see, Tennessee ranks 3rd, South Carolina 4th, Arizona 5th among top growth states. People are hauling tail out of California. Well, and from the Northeast as well, obviously, with Florida there. And South Carolina, of course. Let's see. Migration trends data is compiled for over 2 million one-way U-Haul truck customer transactions that occur annually. Holy cow. 2 million one-ways. Oof. California is 50th and Illinois 40th. And that's the second consecutive year that people are trying to get to those two states. California remained the top state for out migration, but its net loss of U-Haul trucks wasn't as severe as in 2020. That can be partially attributed to the fact that U-Haul simply ran out of inventory to meet customer demand for outbound equipment. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but as you can see, LucasFilm and many of these other California companies, especially, in Silicon Valley and other places like that in various parts of California, Burbank and so on and so forth, are now going to be struggling for employees because people are getting the heck out of, I guess it's not Dodge, but Los Angeles, or let's just say California. And you've got all kinds of other things as far as jobs go, at LucasFilm and many of these other studios. And you got to ask yourself why. Why in this mecca of entertainment, there is a dearth of entertainment workers. But hey, this is the time in the video where I ask you, what do you think? Do you think that there is some strange event taking place in California and in the Northeast that is driving people to states that are not these meccas per se? Do you think it's interesting that a lot of mega cities are having a mega out migration? I do. The entertainment industry is moving global. You're starting to see investment in a lot of different countries, Africa, India, the continents and countries within those continents. Again, Africa and a lot of African nations, India and Asia. You're starting to see a lot of that type of thing happening. I don't think I don't think you have to think too hard to figure that out. Anyway, I'm interested in your comments. I know this is a shorter video than normal, but if you go down below, just drop the comments. Let me know what you think. Hey, I have a good question. Would you consider moving to California for one of these industrial light and magic jobs, or anything within Lucasfilm, or any of these other entertainment enterprises that exist in California? Maybe even Pixar. I think that you're going to start to see a lot of talent drain out of these areas as the cost of living and the issues with living in some of these bigger cities and particular states are just they're almost too large to overcome now for a lot of the things that are going on there. But that's a video for a different channel, perhaps, in the future. Anyway, your thoughts, greatly appreciated. Check out other independent content creators here on this platform, Odyssey, Minds, many other places like Rumble, BitChute, and Subscribestar, right? But of course, here on YouTube, this platform favors the corporate content creators that are out there, supporting, the regular messaging that they want you to believe. Whereas we're just here to talk and try to break down what we think's going on, and hopefully we come to our own conclusions, because that's what you're supposed to do. Other than that, I'll end the video the same way I always do. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.